Hello my motor enthusiasts. Today on F1 Motor Fever podcast, we're diving into the exciting world of Formula 1, where young talents are making waves.
Speaking of young talents, Oliver Bearman's recent strides caught my eye. He's getting another FP1 run with Haas at the Spanish Grand Prix, isn't he?
Indeed, William. Bearman has shown quite the potential, stepping in for Carlos Sainz earlier this year and now continuing his journey with Haas. It's his second FP1 appearance for them this season.
Impressive for a lad still competing in F2. How's he been performing there?
It's been a challenging season in F2, but Oliver has this knack for shining brightly whenever he's in an F1 cockpit. He even landed a respectable 15th at the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix.
And with Haas considering him for a full-time seat in 25, it seems like they're quite serious about his capabilities.
Absolutely, William. It's all about finding the right fit for the team, and Bearman could just be the key to pushing Haas up in the constructors' standings. They're currently sitting 7th.
Every point counts, especially being just 21 points behind the Giants at Red Bull. Looks like we've got a lot to watch out for with young Bearman and Haas.
Hey everyone. You already know me, this is Enzo.
And this is William at your service.
You're joined by William today as we delve into the thrill of Formula 1 on F1 Motor Fever podcast. Make sure to subscribe and turn on those notifications to keep up with all the action. Full throttle. With Oliver Bearman set to take on his next Formula 1 practice session in Barcelona, it's clear that Haas team principal Ayao Komatsu sees him as a serious contender for the 2025 season. What do you think?
It's quite telling. Komatsu's confidence in Bearman, especially after his commendable performance standing in for Carlos Sainz at the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, really puts the spotlight on him as a promising talent.
Absolutely, and remember, this isn't his first rodeo. Bearman had his Formula 1 practice debut last year at the Mexican and Abu Dhabi Grand Prix and even drove the VF24 at Emilia-Romagna this season.
Yes, and he placed a respectable 15th on the timesheets at Imola. Now, with 4 more free practice 1 runs scheduled this season, we'll see him replace Nico Hülkenberg for the initial 60-minute session in Barcelona.
That's right. And with Hülkenberg leaving Haas for Kick Sauber and Kevin Magnussen hoping to stay on, it seems Haas is really testing the waters with their driver lineup for 2025.
Indeed, finding the right mix of experience and potential is crucial. Komatsu mentioned they're looking for someone who integrates well with the team while bringing a strong work ethic. Bearman might just fit that bill perfectly.
It's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. With only 21 points behind Red Bull and just 2 points ahead of Alpine in the constructors' standings, every move Haas makes is critical to their progress.
Right, every session and every point counts. It's not just about the present, but shaping the future roster that will drive Haas forward.
Moving on to Haas's strategic maneuvers in the driver market, Ayao Komatsu has been quite open about not rushing the decision. He's emphasizing the need for a driver who not only brings experience, but also meshes well with the team's culture and work ethic.
That's a healthy approach, especially for a team that prides itself on its close-knit environment. Komatsu's willingness to consider various drivers shows a dedication to really bolstering the team's performance and cohesion.
Absolutely, and with Haas currently sitting 7th in the constructors' standings after 9 rounds, every decision they make from here on out could significantly impact their season. They're only 21 points behind Red Bull and narrowly ahead of Alpine by 2 points.
It's a tight margin indeed. With such a competitive midfield, Haas's choice of drivers for the upcoming seasons will be crucial. Their performance in races across Saudi Arabia, Australia, and China has shown they have the potential to climb higher.
Yes, and speaking of competition, there's quite a stir in the paddock with news from Mercedes too. Apparently, their new front-wing design has been performing well, with Toto Wolff mentioning that things are finally starting to make more sense for the team.
It's fascinating to see these developments unfold. The technology and strategy behind Formula 1 never fail to amaze, with each team continuously evolving to find that crucial edge over their competitors.
Indeed, the dynamics of the sport are always changing, making it all the more exciting for us and the fans. As we watch Haas and other teams navigate this ever-challenging landscape, it's clear that the rest of this season is set to be as thrilling as ever. William Turner, what's the word on the street, internet-wise?
Right, listen to this. Roddy the Ruin has stirred quite the pot with his comment, quote, "FIA can't claim Herta didn't deserve an F1 drive after changing rules for Antonelli," unquote.
Here we go.
Ken Keller chimes in, saying, quote, "They just want to give priority to the drivers who join their programs. No need to find other excuses." It's like some companies, they would give priority for a junior position to one of their young apprentices, and would not hire a senior manager for the same position but from another company who followed the other company's culture and guidelines, unquote.
Interesting point. What's the general sentiment? Are folks backing this up?
Well, there's a mix. Albus Dumbledore questions it, quote, "I don't get why fans are defending this practice though. I thought we wanted F1 to be the pinnacle of motorsport, with the best drivers and teams. Why are we out here justifying practices that only benefits the suits?" unquote. And Tite Elderberry adds, quote, "I don't think it's defending the practice, but rather acknowledging what is happening," unquote.
Sounds like there's a fair bit of debate. Any other noteworthy mentions?
Yes, Moss Mail raised a legal concern, quote, "That's the wrong way to look at it, as it's extremely illegal if that's the case. The FIA can only use its regulation-setting powers for a proper sporting purpose. It cannot set its regulation in order to benefit the championships it licenses compared to other championships. Unless they fix this, they're going to be smacked down by the European Union," unquote.
Blimey, that's quite a hefty allegation. It seems like every time the FIA makes a move, it sparks a volcano of reactions.
Absolutely, and it's not just the insiders and fans stirring things up. The debate rages far and wide about the integrity of the sport and how it's governed. It's a conversation that, no doubt, will continue as long as the sport exists.
Thanks for tuning into F1 Motor Fever podcast today. We navigated through the twists and turns of the Formula One world, especially focusing on the intriguing driver market and the ever-contentious points of team strategies and FIA regulations. It's been marvelous having your company. Please, do subscribe and activate those notifications so you never miss out on our discussions. We'd love it if you could share our podcast on your social media, WhatsApp, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, and why not bring it up over dinner or a pint with mates. If you've enjoyed our content, drop us a comment, we read them all.
And remember, keep those engines revving because we've got plenty more in the pipeline. Oh, and you wouldn't want to miss what we've got planned. Trust me, it's going to be a cracker. We're here all week, every week, bringing the heat and heart of Formula One straight to your speakers.
We're truly grateful for your support and enthusiasm. It's what fuels us to keep delivering top-notch content, race after race.
So, until next time, keep those wheels spinning and your spirits high. We're already gearing up for another thrilling episode here at F1 Motor Fever Podcast.
Pedal to the metal, keep your gaze on the road, our channel's content is pure gold.